Hey everybody, made it through Labor Day, made it through the hurricane, good, all that good fun stuff. Now it's time to go back to work. And we've had a lot of people ask us about uses of surfactants. And this is a pretty hard video because I myself know the scientific reasoning on how surfactants work, but to try to break that down and explain to you in layman terms is really kind of difficult. So I know there's a lot of people out there that are chemists that are a lot smarter than I am on this subject, you know, so don't judge me on that. I'm just trying to help the masses on this. So surfactants is actually a long chain of carbon atoms that has a head and a tail on the same atom. Both of it has two unique parts. The head is hydrophilic and the tail is hydrophobic. So the tail wants to attach to the dirt, mold, mildew, algae, whatever it is, to try to get away from the water. Meanwhile, the water wants to attract and pull into, or the head wants to attract into the water. So it's basically creating a tug of war with itself. And this side over here wants to attach to the dirt. This side wants to attach to the water, and it keeps pulling against itself. One of them's going to eventually win. Normally, you keep flooding it with water. If I keep adding water to something, what's going to happen? It's going to keep adding force, and it's going to lift that from the surface, and it's going to wash it away. All right, let me show you on a different level of how it actually really looks. I've got some blue water here, and all it is just really just water that we've dyed with ink. If I was to take a droplet of water, water wants to stay balled up. So if I was to take it on this white surface and I squeeze out just a drop, if I can, see how the water wants to stay, it wants to stay in a ball. It don't want to really wet out and spread out any. Now, if I was to take some surfactant like the mango mauler here, because my straw fits into that very well, I'll take just a little droplet of the surfactant, and you can really see how much I have in that straw. It looks like right through here. Just that little bit into our surfactant. Now, if I can get a drop of water to stick to the straw, because like I said, it likes to break that surface tension. So now you see the bubbles. We have just that little bit in there. I'm going to try to squeeze some out in here. And it'll try to actually flow out of there, out of the straw, if I can get it in there. Now, if I squeeze this out, you'll watch it lay more flat. Now, see how that wets out really good? And you're like, well, you didn't put enough down. Well, let me try a little bit more then. Try to look areas over here. It will not stay balled up. See how that's wetting out? There's a single drop here, maybe. See how it's wetting out. So there's nothing I can do to keep that together. This wants to stay tight because it doesn't have surfactant in it. Once we put the surfactant, it wants to spread out. So it takes your SH that's associated with your cleaning product and it spreads that out over the surface. So you're actually saving money by using a surfactant because you're using less instead of having it bead up and roll off. You're actually having that where it wants to spread out more. So when do you use a surfactant? If you're having a lot of mold, mildew, or algae, I would use the surfactant because it's going to wet out, it's going to lay flat, and it's going to take that SH and it's going to spread it out where it actually kills that mold, mildew, and algae faster. Say you're doing new home construction. You don't even need the SH on new home construction because you don't have mold, mildew, or algae. So if you don't have mold, mildew, or algae, all you need is a surfactant because that surfactant will do that tug of war with itself on that dumb sucker. It'll push and pull itself, grab a hold of that dirt, and that water will pull it out of the surface and lift it down so you can rinse it out. So I hope that helps explain what a surfactant does. It doesn't make it sticky. It just makes it wet down more, makes it where you can really save money. A single water droplet stays the same. Everything else will lay flat. So hopefully that helps you guys out. Hopefully you understand it a little bit more now, when to use it, all that good fun stuff. Like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends about us. I appreciate you.